The following podcast contains language and themes that some people may find offensive. It also contains birds and quiche. Enjoy!
Hello and welcome to That Was the Week That Was it? The podcast that cares. Joining me for this episode is Emi Webber. Hello, Emi.
Hello.
How are you?
Why are you asking me? You know.
You're not good, are you?
I'm exhausted and I'm in pain.
You've had a tough weekend, haven't you?
It's been a fun weekend, but it's taken its toll on me.
It's the high-level Dungeons and Dragons experience that Emily's been going for. They were bouncing on beds and all sorts. Is that true?
No, we were just fighting some baddies in a dungeon, as you do.
As you do. Our guest for this episode is an actor that's best known for playing Naboo the Enigma in the Mighty Boosh. It is Mike Fielding.
Whee!
Hello. How you doing? You all right?
I'm good.
Yeah,
yes,
good,
how are you?
thanks. Yeah, good. Yeah, all good. Just plodding through, and I've got my collection of spanners at the moment. Just
about
sorting
to
them
ask.
out.
Okay.
I don't do any DIY. I just got spanners that I just like to carry around with me.
Yeah. What's your favourite spanner?
The 2.4.
Yeah. I had you more as a 3.8, but I guess 2.4, you're kind of aiming not as high.
Oh no, see that one? You don't get much. You don't get any purchase on that one. You can't get enough purchase. So
Depends.
yeah, the
depends what
2.1 is my favourite. Depends what you're doing. Yeah, if you're stirring a broth, you can use any spanner.
Yeah, you can. It's true. So yeah, that's lovely. We're here. We're here to discuss your week last week. I mean, as a sort of, we will go more in depth. We'll go like day by day. But as an overview, was it a strong week?
It was a strong week. It was a strong week. No, it was peaks and troughs. Some days I'd be just crying for no reason, and other days I'd be running around the house like an Olympic athlon. That's not the right word, is it? Olympic athlon. That's how I've made a new. I've created a new job.
Yeah, Olympic.
What are you? I'm an Olympic athlon. I can't even remember what I said.
I was about to repeat it as well, but I forgot it too. But yeah, I'm sure we'll delve into that. I thought you were going to say some days I was crying for no reason, other days I was crying for a reason. That's what I thought you were going to say.
Yeah.
Deep down, there's always a reason to cry deep down, but sometimes you don't know what the reason is. Sometimes you have to go and find it and search for it like it's like a mission. Got to find out why I'm crying, and it takes hours, and you have to. Yeah, there's lots involved.
You normally get frustrated and you start crying because you can't find the reason.
I was really frustrated and stuff the other week and getting really stressed out. And then Alex showed me that train guy, that Francis
Bourgeois.
He started
Oh
showing
my
me his
God,
videos,
I'm
and
obsessed.
the pure joy made me cry.
I'm obsessed. The way he just like screams with joy.
Yeah.
He's just like, it's just like, oh my God, it's like how. I'd love to be able to get so excited about something like that. Like,
And it just made me cry. I'm like, this is like if a dog was a person, just the pureness of it and just happiness is incredible.
Can I have a couple of notes? Boop, boop, thank you.
Yeah. This one, well, we've got Sheila passing through in a minute. Oh, go on, say hello.
And he recognises the difference. They all look like same trains, and he's so excited.
I do think that head camera adds.
That's perfect.
Oh my God! Well, it makes his head like really like weird shape. It's amazing. You know, you got one of the Jonas Brothers in one of his videos.
Oh really?
Yeah. What it's on YouTube. One of the Jonas Brothers is with him. It's so weird.
I saw one with Thierry Henry. Was it Thierry Henry?
Thierry Henry was someone. Yeah.
They do a sketch on the train. It's so weird. It's like
very. Anyway, enough about him. Enough about our future guest.
That'd be great.
Wouldn't it be a great guest? What'd you do on Monday? What do you think? So, Mike, Monday. What happened on Monday, my friend?
I had an event for Monday. I went kayaking with Danny DeVito. I say Danny DeVito. I couldn't get him. He wasn't available, so I bought a cardboard cutout life size of Danny DeVito on Amazon.
Oh, I know
And
the one. Yeah.
I put him on the end of the bed. On the end of the bed? No, on the end of.
Mummy, he's here again.
That was.
You just make me split coffee everywhere.
That was the night time.
It's a comfort for him to watch you sleeping.
Couldn't it? I just
I
need to
love
clear
it.
up because I just spoke to you everywhere.
Oh no.
I just, you know,
Oh no.
Mike, what have you done?
Mike, you're ruining Christmas. Yeah, I just spat coffee everywhere. That's something I haven't done in quite some time.
So I went kayaking with him after he was watching you.
I went kayaking and I obviously couldn't get the reel down of it, so I perched the cardboard cutout at the end of the boat and we went out and I just paddled a bit. I had my little friend Lionel. He's an otter. He's got my pet otter, so I brought him for company. I don't like to leave him in the house, but yeah, it was pretty good. It was fun. I made sandwiches and I just fed Danny DeVito Marmite sandwiches. It just kind of smeared onto his face. He was cardboard, but
Yeah.
If you cut a hole in, by the way,
cut
cut a hole in the mouth, then you
Poke
can
it
do
through.
it.
And then you might get
poke it for you. Yeah, but then it goes through the other side and it's just a waste, isn't it?
the ducks.
I don't like to waste my Marmite.
Is it more of a waste for it going the other side or for smearing all over his face and dripping in the front?
Well, it's a one-time use thing with the cardboard cutout. I'm not going to use it again. I just thought I'd use it. You know, if I need to go kayaking again, and I'll go with someone else, and I'll get a new cardboard cutout or the real
There's plenty of them.
At one point we had a little bit of a wind picked up, and there was a few what do you call them when there's a bit of disruption on the water?
Turbulence?
Ripples.
Is turbulence a thing in water? Or is it just an
ripples?
air?
It's an air thing.
No, it's an air. There's a bit of ripple,
Like
and the wind blew him over, and we lost Dan DeVito, and I panicked because I was like, well, the whole point of this kayaking with Dan DeVito was that he's always there, and he fell overboard, and this swan took him away. They dragged him away. They were looking at him the whole day, to be honest. They were like, we're going to have him. We're going to have Dan DeVito. We're going to put him in our little nest area in the middle. They always have that island, don't they? Swans get an island. Why do swans get an island? I know they're like royal birds, but I don't think they warrant having an island.
And people aren't allowed on it as well. Like if you went to the island and tried stepping a foot on it.
Hang on, isn't there Penguin Island as well? Or I just made that up.
You might have made that up.
I
What
think
are
I
you
just made
talking
that
about?
up.
No, there is a place called Penguin Island in Australia.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Well,
Is that what you're
penguins.
talking about?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
right.
didn't think I imagined.
I thought you meant in like a pond in London.
I mean, they've literally got a whole island.
But you think it's just an island, but it's not. They've reconstructed all of Ireland, like Ireland the place, and they've made it Penguin Island. So there's like penguins on this fake island.
Oh.
They do good trade there. Really, really good trade.
They put on accents and everything. You know, it's really authentic.
Penguin Guinness.
And let's not talk about Crab Island. That's the other one, isn't it? There's Crab Island as well.
Yeah.
There's lots of crabs on there. And
people come back with
lots of crabs.
Crabs with crabs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's infested. It's a cesspool.
We don't go there.
Best not to.
They put one man on there that had crabs, and then it just spread.
Yeah. That's how it starts, Mike. That's how it starts.
All you need is one mama crabs.
So the Swans took Danny DeVito, and they took him for himself, and I was distraught. I had a cry. Lionel the Otter had to calm me down. It was a nightmare. I sang a little song. I sang my Danny DeVito song.
It'd float.
Danny DeVito. Yeah, well, I was going to do my Danny DeVito song, but I'm not going to do it now.
Please do.
I just made a little song up on the moment. I was like, Danny DeVito, why you let me go? Why you let me go, Danny DeVito? That was my little song.
I like that you just made yourself lose your neck so you could do a Danny DeVito impression.
Oh yeah, I did that,
You
didn't
did
I?
that.
I didn't even know.
That is the Danny DeVito
method
stunts.
actor. Method actor, you see.
Yeah, you're channeling Danny.
Channeling his Nick.
We should
The
try and get
thing
Danny
is-
Vito on.
It'd be great. You could do a Mike Fielding impression.
The thing is,
Sing
there was
some of
a news helicopter went past the island. Just so happens, just went past, and they were doing a story on somewhere else. But they went over the island. And they spotted Danny DeVito like lying on the floor. Like obviously it was a cardboard cutout, and they were like, "Oh my God, Danny DeVito's been stranded on an island." And I
Yeah.
caused all this big news story, and I got in trouble. They were like, "Just look after your cardboard cutouts, please."
Yeah. Tell me,
you've wasted a lot of time.
is the Danny DeVito cardboard cutout cheaper than, say, the Bradley Cooper one? Because there's less of it.
It would be because Danny DeVito, he hasn't done much recently, has he?
Well, there is that as well.
I think that, and Bradley Cooper's. I think we're on what that I don't know what that car thing's called. I don't drive. I drive. I watch people drive the car thing. Fast and Furious. We're on like Fast and Furious 41 now, aren't we, or something?
Is Bradley Cooper in?
Is Bradley Cooper in that? He's not even in it, is he?
No. He likes it.
Well,
He's the biggest fan.
But there is a cardboard cutout of him. There was a cardboard cutout.
He wishes.
Yeah.
No, but he wishes he was in it. He's always wanted to be in that franchise, and they keep saying to him, "No, you can't. It's Vin Diesel only."
That's why he keeps sneaking into background shots, doesn't he? You see him.
Yeah.
You see Bradley Cooper just coming in, going, "Oh."
Like the over enthusiastic extra.
Do you know what? I'm not thinking of Bradley Cooper. I'm thinking of Mini Cooper, the car.
Yeah, I imagine a cardboard cutout of him.
Mini Cooper.
Mini Cooper. And now Mini Driver, I'm thinking of. Anyway.
Well, if I drove, that would be me. That would be me, Mini Driver.
Mini Driver, yes.
That's why I don't drive, because I don't want to get people confused. I don't want people to get confused with me and Mini Driver.
No,
So,
no. People say, "Weren't you in Grosse Point Blank?" And you go, "No, I'm just in a traffic jam."
I'm just driving a car.
Yeah,
You
I'm
Fast
just
and the
late.
Furious
I'm
man.
late.
you're thinking of,
late,
you're thinking of
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper. I love how you got
So,
a Mini Cooper. Anyway,
Well, Mario.
wow. So, I mean, did you get the Danny DeVito cardboard cutout back?
Oh no! To be honest, a swan
Had it.
defecated on it, and I don't want to take that back. I don't want to get swan diseases.
Yeah. Did they break its paper arm and stuff?
Yeah, I didn't. I did try and have a look, but then a swan poked his head out, and they've got strong necks. They could dislocate any bone that they wish.
Yeah.
They could even they could just tap you on the wrist and then go, that would warn you. You thought I was going to break your wrist, but I'm just going to tap it.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, thank God for that.
You see, they say that they break an arm, but they just do dislocate it, don't they? That's all they do.
That's enough.
Yeah, well, yeah.
They're like, I could break it.
Yeah.
And then also, they can pop it back in as well. It's like a warning shot.
They can pop it back in. What do you think they've got? Do you think they bother doing that? They just dislocate and go, actually, I feel bad about that. So where are you? I'm going to find you.
It's like a warning.
Put that back in place.
Yeah, it's like a
swan.
warning shot. Like they say, that'll teach you.
Or if they see like the park ranger coming, pop it back in before.
They have to have done it before. Can people just get people just going up to the island going, I've dislocated my elbow. Can you pop it back in, please? And like, have you got an appointment? What do you think I am?
Yeah,
I'm doing swan business. I'm not.
You got any cardboard cutouts? I do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do one dislocation popping back in for Bradley Cooper cardboard cutout.
There we go. Tuesday.
Yeah, that was my Monday. Yeah, Tuesday wasn't very eventful. I basically had a quiche and a lie down. I like to lie down.
Yep.
On the floor with a quiche on my chest.
Yeah.
And then I just nibble.
Okay. Because I thought when you said that, I thought you meant you lay down with a quiche, but it's face in the quiche. That's what I thought.
Depends what mood I'm in. Sometimes I did that once, and I realised I ruined the whole quiche, and it was all over my shirt, and I was like,
I
"Oh, this
see.
is no good."
Mm.
So I've learned to. I lie down, then I'll get the quiche off the coffee table, and then I'll just place it on my chest.
What sort of quiche?
It depends. Lorraine's a classic.
Is
Yeah, it gets a bit confusing when when my mum calls up and I go, what? She goes, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm lying down. I've got Lorraine on my chest."
yeah.
My mum's like, "I don't want to know about your business. That's a bit personal.
Yeah.
I'll leave you to it. Call me later." Who's Lorraine?
I know who Lorraine is.
Yeah,
That's your mum.
my mum's Lorraine.
Yeah. And
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't mean that, Lorraine.
No.
No, I mean,
To be honest, though, there's been. I think I've only done it once, where I've offered your mum a quiche
Mm.
and gone quiche, Lorraine, and it went over her head. Not literally. I didn't throw it over her head, but yeah.
But she just probably channeled it out. She just filters that joke out.
Yes, I would.
I find
Alex doesn't work.
Doesn't really work. No.
Yeah, quiche.
Yes,
Why does Lorraine get a quiche? Why is there not like quiche Barbara or quiche
There's not many
Pamela?
other foods, is there, with names like that?
Quiche Jeff.
Does Lorraine translate to something in a different language to mean like ham and what's on quiche Lorraine? Is ham
Well,
and
it's
cheese,
quiche
isn't
is French, isn't it? So, like, I suppose Lorraine is.
I'm gonna look it up.
Is it a place in France, like quiche of Lorraine?
Maybe
Is
because
it like peach Melba?
ham is jambon. I know that ham is
Jambon.
jambon.
But yeah, peach Melba's named after someone. Peach Melba's named after what was her name?
Mrs. Melba.
No, she was. We learned it on QI
Yeah.
because we went to see QI being filmed, and this was on it.
Oh.
And it was like Nellie Melba or something like that. She was a performer, and they named a peach Melba after her.
Oh, there we go.
I don't know.
Maybe Lorraine was a performer.
Maybe it's named after Lorraine Chase. I don't know.
They named a quiche after her.
Yeah.
So special.
Quiche Lorraine.
Why is it called?
Are you googling?
Yeah, quiche Lorraine. I'm going to look it up. The name quiche. I don't know about quiche. Hang on.
Some places they call it flan.
Yeah, well, quiche is also from the German origin word Kuchen, which means cake.
Yeah.
The French
Kuchen.
later enhanced the dish and renamed the dish Lorraine.
Oh,
Yeah.
so just quiche.
Quiche.
Maybe it's named after someone in their family. I would call it Lorraine.
Yeah.
Hey,
But don't leave me. I've made you.
yeah. I'm just eating cushion. It's not cushion anymore. It's Lorraine.
I love you this much.
She's not
Yeah.
going to date you just because you called the quiche after
I
her.
like to rest my head on quiche late at night. No, so quiche will lay down. I like to Skype other friends that like to do that as well. So we all Skype together and we just lie on the floor with a quiche and we just nibble. Sometimes I fall asleep and I forget.
Yeah.
And I think, oh, what's this heavy thing on my chest? Oh, it's a quiche.
Yeah. Is it? Do you warm the quiche up or is it straight out the fridge?
No, straight out of the fridge. No, I haven't got time to heat it up.
All
But
right.
your body
Who does
temperature will warm
that?
it a little.
Now, is it?
if you wake up, it'll be room temperature.
Do you find the experience is better if it is like a Waitrose quiche or if it's like a Tesco's finest or just a basics?
So,
Doesn't matter.
surprisingly, the best quiche, you tried all the quiches, the best one is an Aldi quiche.
Yes. Okay.
Aldi quiches are good. They're a bit lighter.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
They're fluffy.
Yeah.
Not
They
too
are
heavy on your
fluffy.
chest.
Yeah, they're all right. They're all good. Yeah, they're not bad. That was my Tuesday. Quiche and a lie down. That's gonna be my memoirs when if I write memoirs, I'm gonna quiche and a lie down.
I like the sound of it. Wednesday then. Let's move on to Wednesday.
Wednesday, I went to the post office
Oh yes.
and I was queuing for ages. I got really, really frustrated, and then I realised that basically they like to hire people that haven't got jobs. So there was a work experience.
Hire people that haven't got jobs.
like most organisations, really.
Can I work for you? Well, do you work anywhere else? I do. Well, no. No. You're not right for us.
I mean, they like to have people 100% devotion.
If you already have a job that fills up your 9 to 5s, then
Can't do it. Sorry. Can you work this day? No, I'm working. Ah.
So there was a work experience person. Well, it wasn't a person; it was a pelican, and
okay.
he was slapping about, and he was causing right mayhem. And because he worked there, he was loud, and all these people were like, "He's just knocked a jiffy bag out of my hand. It took me ages to find the right size. I'm going to complain. Where's your manager?" And the pelican's just in there, just going, trying to stack the shells of his pelican talons. Have they got talons? I guess
Probably.
they have.
Pads, isn't it?
He knocked over he's knocking over everything. The rulers, because they sell stationery in post office.
Yeah,
post
they do.
office.
Yeah.
If you need to get some stationery, that's the place to go. Forget Smiths, go to the post office.
Yeah.
He's causing mayhem. There was stuff everywhere. And then one guy, he was in the queue. He was an elderly gentleman. He went, we shouldn't have your sort in here.
Oh.
We shouldn't have pelicans working in post offices.
No.
And I was like, oh my god, it's gonna kick off. Like, surely that's like being pelicanist, isn't it? That's
Yeah. I mean, birdist at the best, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, birdist. Yeah, birdist. That's people are birdists, but then you go one further. Pelicanist is a branch off of being a birdist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know people that swear at magpies. I mean, that's not on. You're not allowed to do that, really.
They're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to speak.
I mean, what's the word coming to?
Say hello to the magpie.
Yeah, not fuck off.
Fuck off, because that's just wrong.
I mean, yeah. And I did hear one man call. He shouted at a blue tit, and he went, "You tits!" And I thought he was a birdist, but he's not. He was just saying what the bird was. He was going, "You're a tit." He really was. He was a blue tit, but it got. I like to make a note of all the birdists in my local area.
Yeah, that happened at the farm.
I avoid them.
It did happen at the farm.
What's that man shouted? You cock?
Yeah, you cock.
At you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he got confused because I'm clearly not a chicken of any type.
He did not like you.
He didn't.
It's because you didn't pay to get in.
I didn't pay to get in. I snuck in through the fence, like any cock would. No, there's a lot of people that think that pelicans should only, work on the road, at the Pelican Crossing, and what have you. But I don't see the reason why they shouldn't be let in a post office.
Well, because they cause carnage.
Yeah, but
clearly.
But they flap around. They don't like it. They flap around. They like to be out to be free and out and.
Give them the proper training.
I know. But then if you're gonna, I just think maybe they should have thought it through and not hired a pelican. Maybe pelicans can be briefs. There's a pelican brief.
There is.
I know.
There is. Yes. They people do wear them.
What pelicans were actually invented for, why they're around, is what they do. Is back in the day they used to get pelicans to smuggle porn over the border in their gullets because they don't get checked in their gullets, that big sack. They used to put porn mags and DVDs in there,
and they would deposit them in hedges, wouldn't they?
And then they'd just go through like they're going on holiday. I'm just going away with my family. This is Brenda, this is Marcus, they're my children. I don't know where my wife is. I think she's hiding, but that's another story. But I've got nothing in my gullets there. What are you talking about? I just had a fish. I'm a pelican. Why are you harassing me? That's what they do. And then the security just go, all right, go through, go on. Go on then, go through.
It's a slippery slope than getting involved in
pelican
that.
gullet.
Yeah.
It's a slippery slope.
Well, I didn't mean like that, but it is. You got the Pelican Crossing. You got the Pelican briefs, obviously. Have you ever worn any Pelican briefs?
I have once.
They're itchy, aren't they?
No, I was in America. It was, half term. I went to a frat party and I had Pelican briefs on.
Yeah.
What more can I say?
No. Did you fill it out though? That's the question. That gullet. Anyway. Bless them. I mean, I think that more birds should be allowed to work in post offices. I know.
Well, maybe, the thing is, I mean, I guess they're good, they're quite handy. If someone has a big order, they can like fill up their gullet with the order and then go to the checkout and go. But then you're going to find that if you bought jiffy bags or some little papers to write on, it's going to be slimy from all the gullet juice.
Yeah,
It's
Fishy.
but it is good.
I don't know. I didn't like what I saw. I don't like the idea of people being birdish, and
No.
I don't know. I just left and I went on my merry way. But I did get attacked when I went outside by a group of people. Basically, what had happened is I don't even know. I must have passed out in the post office, and the pelican seller made some wings, pelican wings.
Yeah.
And stapled them to my arms, and I didn't realise. So when I left, I went out because what happened is the old guy who was the birdist, he made a phone call and he got his gang round. Said, "Look, we got a pelican in the post office," and I went out and they thought I was the pelican, and I got punched in the ear. That was it. They just punched me in the ear and ran off. They were only 7.
I can't believe
Still a hate crime, though.
that is a hate crime. I can't believe they do that though. He actually called up and said we got a pelican here.
Yeah. And I don't know why. I don't know how he's got like 7-year-olds on his phone like speed dial. That's another story. I think the police
take your wallet?
I think the police need to go and look into that. Why is an really old man got like 7-year-olds on speed dial?
Were they singing?
They do little cockney jigs.
Were they all little cockney urchins?
They were like, oi, oi, we got another pelican. Oi, oi, oi.
You got to pick a penguin or two.
Yeah, I might shake your hand or I might stab your eye. Whee!
Which way's it gotta go?
Yeah. No one knows which way it will go. I'll
Have a
hit you in
cheeky
the
wink.
ear, and then and then they're like, Phil, should we just hit him in the ear and run away? Come on, yeah, all right then. And then that's what they did. Thankfully, I could have got hit on the head with a baguette or something.
Yeah.
But you know what? At least the actual pelican didn't get hit.
Yeah, exactly. I saved that pelican from getting a beating. I just had a red ear. That was it. But it could have gone south very quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, like in a bad situation. I don't mean like south. They could have like punched me in the balls.
Like to Brighton or anything. No.
It's migrated.
Like a pelican.
Yeah.
Just gonna migrate. I might migrate this punch. Cock punch. Cock punch, cock punch, cock punch. Sorry. And then they'll go around the corner and go, I just cock punching the pelican. Whee! Anyway, that was my Wednesday.
I love that. In a way.
That was a hectic Wednesday.
It sounded like. Did you get what? Actually, we didn't cover what you were in the post office for, did we?
Did you get your business done?
I just went in to buy some. I went in to buy some a limited edition stamps with Julie Waters' face on them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why they brought them out because, like, she's okay and everything. But...
Yeah. Are they like different areas, different parts she's played and stuff, or?
Yeah, mainly old ladies because she always plays old ladies, don't she? Even though she's like young, even when she was younger.
I've seen that one. I've seen the Educated Rita one. That's quite good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There's one where she plays a madam, isn't there? Like, do you remember that?
Personal
that
services.
Famous house in Streatham. That house in Streatham. I used to live around the corner from that house.
Oh, did you?
You know what? My parents lived next door to it.
Oh, really?
Apparently before I was born, yeah. They apparently they were neighbours.
Yeah.
I think my parents were
what's her name, like Madam? What's her name, like Madam Sin or something? Madam.
Something like that.
Oh, I can't remember.
Madam something. Madam something.
Wasn't Madam Whiplash? Was it? Was it that one?
No.
I don't know.
What, no, she was a racing car driver.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she was the one that used to test all the cars while having sex in the back of them. Yeah.
Imagine she sounds like a wrestler, just like.
Yeah, imagine that. Imagine that. You're my 9 o'clock. Okay, get in this car. I need to drive her.
Please fasten your seatbelts.
Yeah, please set the seatbelt on.
Yeah.
I don't know why I've done that weird Russian voice or whatever.
It works. It works. I liked it.
I whip you now.
Yeah. There's a range of Terence stamps as well, which I don't know if you've seen those.
Terence.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I like
They
that.
are good. They are good. They're mainly him in Superman 2, though. But
And
Was it
and
free?
also there's and then so you got a range of PC stamps from remember from the bill.
yes, yeah. They didn't sell so well, did they?
Tony Stamp.
No, yeah, Tony Stamp, yeah.
Yeah.
So Thursday.
Okay, Thursday. What I did was I was indoors. I was really bored, so I thought, what can I do? So I found this massive canvas in the garage. It's like a flimsy canvas, not a big, not a hard one, like a flimsy one that I unwrapped.
Yeah.
What I did is I covered it in bolognese on the floor,
Yeah.
and then put some hummus on it to give it a bit of texture, and then I put loads of macaroni on it. And then what I did is I designed basically a reenactment of the Battle of Hastings.
Oh.
I drew it in the like the hummus and the pasta and I made like the sword out of like macaroni and things like that. It's pretty good. I actually put it up on my wall outside, and I wait for it to dry, obviously, because it would have just dripped.
Obviously.
Put it outside, and then I got loads of tourists coming past, thinking it was like a real mural. Muriel?
A real Muriel.
Muriel made it. No, I made it.
It's a Muriel, isn't it? Not a Muriel.
A mural.
Mural.
You get
Mural.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some sort of like historic kind of parchment. And then people going, oh, look, the Battle of Hastings. And they would come and take photos. And I set up a little stall and I charged them to look at it.
Nice.
All right.
And
That's eventful.
yeah, who knew? Who knew that a boring Thursday would lead into me making like £10 a stare, like just for them to stare at it. They can't
Wow.
touch; they can just stare.
So
£10 a stare. £10 a stare.
If they blink, they've got to pay another £10, or is it?
If they blink, oh well. If I catch them blinking, they have to pay double.
Yeah, I thought so.
Or what happens is, if I find them blinking loads, what I do is I've got a special pen like Men in Black,
Oh, yeah.
and I put it against their head, and it erases the like last 10 minutes of their memory,
Right.
so they
Wow.
won't remember that they've seen it, so they won't, it's just pointless. Then
That could be incredibly lucrative, though, Mike.
Yeah, then they pay
That could
again
be
to have a look
incredibly
again.
lucrative. My
yeah,
goodness.
so then then they walk away, and then they come back again and go, oh look, they're the Muriel. Muriel or Muriel, we
It's
don't
Muriel.
know.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, did she have wedding?
Yeah, you could do a mural of Muriel's wedding. That'd be fantastic.
I'm going to stop doing this voice because it will get me in trouble.
It's all right. No one can pinpoint what accent it is. It's fine.
So in,
No, it's just, I don't know.
in
It
that
could
one
be
day,
French, it's not.
you managed to achieve what many artists never get in their whole careers. In just one,
recognition for
one
my
day,
mural.
one piece.
Now, did you cook
I
the
made some-
bolognese? That's the question. I mean, I always ask the questions about: is it heated? Is it cooked?
No,
Is the
it has to
bolognese
be cooked, then it sticks better, because when it cools down, it goes all hard.
Oh,
Ah.
yes,
Just
yeah,
put it on, it's just like wet bolognese, isn't it?
yeah. Was it like low fat bolognese or full fat?
It was corn. It was corn mayonnaise. No, it wasn't corn mayonnaise. It was corn bolognese.
What the hell would corn mayonnaise be like?
Oh.
Jeez.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Vegan mayonnaise is nice. I've had that. We
Is
have
it?
that at home. It's nice. Yeah.
I've never tried it.
I haven't tried vegan.
Or vegan baconaise. Vegan baconaise.
Mm.
Get the bacon flavour. I like that, because I don't like the flavour of mayonnaise. It's like pointless. It's like tasting nothing. It's like
But particularly
It's like-
vegan mayonnaise. I can't.
I'm not a fan of the texture of mayonnaise. It troubles me.
no, I hate it. It makes me feel sick, especially Hellman's or the ones that they use in like catering places where they get that big like vat of
Bulk.
mayonnaise, and it's just like yeah, it's horrible.
The smell. of
It makes
mayonnaise.
it gives me night terrors just thinking about it.
Do you know? I like mayonnaise. I do like it, but the problem I've been having recently is with scrambled egg.
What?
I love scrambled egg normally. I have done it in the past, but in recent years, it's really made me gag.
Oh no.
and I don't know why that is.
Is that because I do it too loose?
No, even when I do it
Oh.
myself, it's still not.
And loose. What's
Yeah.
loose? Scrambled egg.
Loose scrambled egg.
Scrambled egg,
Or
you can overdo it
or
so
the-
it goes kind of like really solid,
Oh no, I've made it loose.
or you can leave it too loose.
By loose, I mean really loose is just having the ingredients on the side and not actually doing it.
That'll be a new thing in the trendy cafes. Can I have a scrambled egg? Well, would you like it loose or firm?
It's like deconstructed scrambled
Yeah,
egg.
like if they ask how you want your fried egg, do you want it on both sides? Do you just want it done on one
Or do
side?
you want it loose?
Yeah, scrambled egg. You want it loose,
Do you want it still in the shell?
and you give it a wink.
Do you want each part separated?
I mean that would suggest that an unloose scrambled egg is tight. It's like a tight scrambled egg.
You know what? I know what you mean. I think it depends what you put in it. If do you put a bit of milk in it as well?
Yeah, I always put milk and butter and yeah.
Salt and pepper in it.
Yeah, my dad, rest his soul, unfortunately, one time thought he was helping my mum who was ill, and he made it with water.
Oh, that was loose.
Oh.
That was
That's
incredibly loose.
Super loose eggs.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
My
no.
mum, already feeling ill,
Right.
Oh no.
decided to eat
Yeah.
it just to make him feel better for doing it. But
Yeah.
Did he
Right.
cook
Here's a question.
he just put an egg in some water.
Here's a question. Oh, I've got two things. Right, I've got a tip to make the best poached eggs. Not
Okay.
in a pan, in a microwave. It's really
Okay.
good though. It's really good. But the first one, scrambled egg in a pan or a saucepan.
I
Like
do
a
it-
saucepan or a frying pan.
I've done
I
it in
do it-
both.
I do it in a frying pan usually.
I've done it in both.
Yeah. Well, I think frying pan is better.
But I've done. I mean,
You have to be quick though. You have to be
Yeah,
quick
you
in a
do.
frying pan.
Constant.
You have to be like,
sort of, mix.
whoa! You can't
gotta
take
take
your
it
eye
off
off the
the
ball.
yeah.
Yeah.
It used to always be
You
saucepan.
can't take your eye off
Yeah.
it.
But it
Yeah.
depends what's washed up.
And so poached eggs, they're like a bugger to cook.
Yeah.
I learned a good trick. So get a cup, get a mug of like maybe a quarter or even a half of just hot water, not boiling, hot
Yep.
water. Stir it, create a vortex. Don't let it go. Create a vortex. Crack the egg in the vortex.
Yep.
Put it in the microwave for 1 minute 20. And it makes the perfect poached egg, and it's
Really?
runny, and it's so good.
In the vortex.
You can do 1 minute if you want it to be like kind of nice and runny, or you can do it a bit more
Loose.
loose. Yeah, and it's so much easier. Like I was like,
Nice.
oh my god, it comes out like it's like a poached egg that you get in a restaurant or something.
I remember I did the whole thing of putting an egg in a cup and then having that in the microwave, do like a kind of like a fake boiled egg, but it's just kind of egg cooked. They explode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, you got to
first
be
time that-
careful.
The first time that exploded on me is when I put a fork in, and I was just like,
Yeah.
hell happened?
Yeah, you get like egg debris on your face, and you're like,
yeah. It's not even
screaming.
runny, just hot, just dry egg.
no, just hot glue.
Weaponized egg.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how to make a good poached egg. I know it's cheating, but it's still good.
That sounds good.
Otherwise, you have to get like vinegar involved, and you have to. I hate doing it in a saucepan. It's just a nightmare.
Yeah.
Anyway, where was we? We were talking about
We was in.
art.
Yeah.
I love how we go on tangents about different things.
That's what this podcast is about.
That's
The more
what
the
it's
tangents
about.
we
That's
go.
what life's about.
It is.
Yeah, scrambled egg. How do we get onto scrambled egg? I can't even
Eating
remember
loose. I can't remember.
now.
Well, you're talking about heating the bolognese, and then
Yeah,
you can get
that's it. And then-
mayonnaise,
then you-
vegan,
yeah,
Vegan mayonnaise, that was it.
corn meat, and
Corn.
corn mince.
So, yeah. And where is the canvas now?
The canvas, so it got nicked by
The Russians.
some heron. Nicked by two heron that picked it up and took it away.
Birds.
I've got a thing about people nicking my cardboard-based entertainment.
Yeah.
So be it my Don DeVito cardboard cutout or my canvas.
It seems to be birds as well.
Yeah, swans nicked Danny
Swans think
DeVito.
DeVito.
But they ran off with it. They flew away, and they thought it was a big fish.
Oh, you can't argue with that, can you?
Well, you can.
You can't argue.
No.
Yeah, you
Because
can't
it was
argue.
clearly about
That was my Thursday. Thursday or Friday? Thursday.
Thursday.
That was
Yeah.
Thursday.
Friday. What happened on Friday?
No, Friday. I remember. So on
Yay.
Friday, I was at home. I was really bored. I was like, "What am I going to do?" I'm going to get bored a lot most days.
Mm.
I was like, "Well, I've done the Bolognese, Battle of Hastings. I've kayaked. I've had a quiche and a lie down. I've gone to the post office. What can I do?" Anyway, I was pondering what I should do. I was watching daytime television. I'm a fan of Loose Women. The show.
See, I'm not. I prefer tighter ingredients.
But like,
Yeah.
I like my women like I like my eggs.
Yeah. Loose.
Scrambled.
Yeah. Put in with like some warm water in a cup. Put in and then put in the microwave for 4.5 minutes.
I like to poach. I like to go out and poach. Get in my van. Sorry, that went a bit dark.
Okay.
Okay, so you like loose.
That went a bit. That went a bit weird then. So where was we? Anyway, I got a knock on the door and I looked out the window. I was like, "Who's this person?" Basically, there's this guy that's going around. He's a menace. He's half man, half tangerine. So he's got a really big, like, round head, like a tangerine. He is literally half man, half tangerine. His name's Barry. Barry Glucose.
Of course it
Is that a weird surname, Glucose? Like, why are you called Barry Glucose? Well, that's another story anyway.
Yeah, that's the first question to ask him, isn't it?
Yeah, well, he's been going. Yeah.
Is it Scottish?
Secondly, the tangerine thing.
So he goes around, pretends to be a businessman. He like his past, he wears a suit, and he's like, "Hi, I'm Barry Glucose. But he uses his arms a lot. He's got like, he's like, he acts like he's got more than two arms. He's like, anyway, like those windy things you get outside like car places in America.
Yeah.
They scare the hell out of me. I don't like them.
It's not natural.
I saw one once, and
it's not natural.
No, I saw one once, and I got a recurring nightmare that one of them was my dad, and I couldn't deal with it. Like my mum, it was all like my mum was like, "Yeah, we got something to tell you. Your dad's one of those things." I'm like, "What? What do you mean?" It's like, your real dad is actually one of those characters that were full of air, and I was like, "Well, who's this person that's saying is my dad?" Well, that's Bernard.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Anyway, I had to come to terms with that. I've dealt with that now, but I do every time I see them, I'm like, no, it takes me back.
Yeah.
So anyway, he had his arms waving around, and he goes up to people's doors, knocks on doors, and goes, "Oh, would you like to buy some clocks? I've got loads of clocks." And he's got that whole classic thing where he opens up his coat and he's got like clocks.
Clocks?
Not
Like,
watches.
Yeah, not clocks.
That's proper
Clocks.
old school.
Yeah.
Wow.
This one, he's got clocks. Clocks and clocks.
Just in case of that.
Just in case there's a
This one,
misunderstanding.
yeah. This is for like if a bored housewife answers, he's like, "This one. Would you like a penis?"
Yeah.
Select a penis.
This one is if it's a family. Would you like to buy a clock for your kitchen, or
So hang on, which one is the misunderstanding one? What's his main business? Is it clocks or is it
I think
cocks?
he gauges when he sees the person.
No, see, none of them. So basically, what happens is it's all a ruse. What he does. I like that word, ruse.
It's a good
Nice
word,
word to say in it, ruse.
Yeah.
He used the correct word in the correct context as well. That's a good one.
So anyway, he was covered in ruses.
Covered in ruses.
Yeah.
I like my scrambled egg ruse.
Slightly rude.
I mean, roulade.
Anyway, well, yeah. A roulade. Have you ever had a roulade? It's quite nice. You can get savoury roulade, or you can get sweet roulade.
I'm a fan of a savoury roulade. Yeah.
Savoury.
Yes, what like salmon or with salmon and stuff.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a salmon mousse.
Yeah, another savoury sweet dish, isn't it? Yeah.
Once I was at the Regent's Park Open Air Theatre. I used to work there years ago. I used to do the catering and stuff. And you'd think I'd know about what I'm about to say. You'd think I'd already know because I work in catering. We used to. So anyway, we finished our shift and then someone had this box of profiteroles. I was like, oh yeah, I could do one of those. Anyway, you know when you put something in your mouth and you're expecting something totally different.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a profiterole. Put it in my mouth. It was a salmon puff.
Oh.
It was the most disgusting thing I've ever tasted. I like salmon and I like puffs, but
if you're expecting a nice chocolate profiterole or creamy profiterole,
with cream inside, not that. And I was sticking a bean in front of my boss, and it was really embarrassing.
You think it was an off one, wouldn't you? You think it was an off profiterole.
Yeah, like really just not expecting it, and you're like,
yeah. Well, I had a similar thing when I was in a production of Singing in the Rain back in Lincoln. And it was a big production. It was there for a month. And the director brought us this massive box of Harrods chocolates. Ooh. We're talking huge box of Harrods chocolates. The biggest thing I see, about the size of a table. I was like, oh, yeah, I want a part of this. There was no, like, little leaflet or anything like that saying what each one was.
A map. We call it a map.
Yeah, no guides, no map, no instructions on how to read them.
Who says leaflet? No one says leaflet. Would you pass me the chocolate leaflet?
Well, I don't know. I could have said instructions, which is even worse.
It's the map. It's so exciting. Where's the map?
Okay.
Where's the leaflet?
I don't get.
Where's the leaflet?
I don't get massive chocolates from Harrods all the time.
The map of deliciousness.
But I picked one at random that I thought would be fantastic. And I bit into it, and inside was just pure honey.
Oh, yum 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 yum.
No, I'm not a fan of honey.
I love honey.
Was it like having one of those throat sweets?
Well, kind of, yeah, but it was like pure liquid honey, and I was like, oh, blah blah blah. And the actress, one of the actresses that was in it, her name was Tina Doyle. I remember the name just came into my head. She went, "Oh no, poor dear, here, try this one." And it was the same chocolate.
Yeah, I'll take it again.
I had a double whammy of like liquid honey in my mouth. I was just going, so I never touched them again because I didn't know what else was in there.
That reminds me of, do you remember, it was in Bruges? We went to Bruges and I didn't eat mussels and stuff. And Alex loves mussels. So we went to a place specifically so he could get some nice mussels. And on the menu was a steak.
Oh, yeah.
And it didn't occur to me that they didn't name the type of animal that the steak was from. I just assumed, like, you know, this is just the English steak. They didn't bother just telling us. So I just assumed it was a cow steak, a beef steak. And it wasn't. I have no idea what it was, but it's not a meat I've ever had before. And out of politeness, I just, like, had to enjoy eating it. And I just had to try and don't ask what it is. Just get it down and get out. Because you asked for this.
Who knows?
It was a weird texture, and it was not beef.
No,
it was pelican.
It might have been
pelican steak.
You're on a list. You're on a list now. You're on a special list
for eating.
You've eaten pelican. You've eaten pelican.
Yeah.
Oh,
not any.
You're as bad as that. You're as bad as that man in the post office.
Yeah. Can't stand it. Tastes good.
It wasn't.
Tastes good though.
No,
I'm only joking. It was.
Oh.
It wasn't good, and it was a weird texture, and it looked like meat, but just I don't know what.
So this.
Have you ever? Oh,
no.
Have you ever had beef? Have you ever had beef cheek?
No.
It's really nice.
No, I haven't.
Well, when I used to eat meat, it was really nice. I had it once. It was really nice. I had also had beef with steak with black chocolate, with dark chocolate sauce. It was so nice.
I did have. Ribs with a chocolate sauce, barbecue chocolate sauce.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
So anyway, back to the Orange Man.
Yeah, please do.
Yes. Yes.
So he was a ruse And he basically what he does is he goes into he tries to get people to let him in so he can talk about the clocks or the cocks.
Yeah.
And what he does, he goes in and goes, can I use your toilet? And he goes in and he uses it, and they go, yeah, all right. He uses their toilet, but he doesn't go into the toilet. He goes into the kitchen.
Oh.
What he does, and he doesn't go toilet in the kitchen.
Oh.
Just squats. Having a nice day?
Where do you keep your wipes?
Oh, did I interrupt you washing up?
Can I have some loose scrambled eggs, please? He'll go in and he'll make a sandwich. He likes ham and cheese. He'll make a sandwich. And they think he's in a toilet, and he's like, "Well, how long is he going to be in a toilet?" And he's in there making a sandwich. The cheek of it. Like they could be on their last slice of ham or their last bit of cheese, and he'll use it up, and bread as well.
Wow.
And we'll use it up, and he'll come out with like crumbs. And they'll be like, you were in there a long time. Everything okay? Why have you got crumbs on your face? I had a sausage roll while I was in the toilet. And then when what he does, he nicks their hoovers, and then he goes out. He'll take their hoover, he'll spot it, and he'll just run out the door with their hoover.
Wow.
So all these people in my local town are like hooverless. They have to buy new hoovers.
And they're out.
And it's that damn tangerine man. He knocked on my door, and I knew about it. I didn't let him in. I went, look, I'm not letting you in, Barry Glucose. I was trying to remember his name then. Barry Glucose.
I was struggling.
And we know about you, and the police are on their way, and yeah, so just stay there on the doorstep. And then he was like, "Can I use your toilet?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course you can, because I'm a nice person." I'm like, no. And then next thing I know, he's off with my Hoover. It was a shark as well, expensive one. Jesus.
Oh.
Now you are vegan, aren't you? So what did he make instead of a ham and cheese sandwich?
He used my vegan cheese, and he used my vegan ham.
Well, that's an easy answer.
And I'm like, and they're expensive as well. Yeah, that was an easy. That was an easy question. You didn't think that through, did you?
You just put vegan in front of everything.
Just carrots and lettuce. That's what
yeah, my vegan T-bone steak.
It's actually well, see, they do a vegan. They do corn ham and corn chicken, but they do a corn vegan ham and a vegan chicken. So you can't. Sometimes we used to get the wrong ones and go, "Well, it's not vegan." You got to make sure it's got a vegan in the title. Anyway, he was off with it. I went mad. I knew about it, and I was like, "Look, I've called the police. Police turned up, and he went, well, where is he?" I went, "Well, he's gone with my Hoover." And then
too long.
Yeah, that was that. And
what does he look like?
Yeah, did you tell him
what does he look like? Oh yeah, what does he look like? Well, I thought we did this earlier. He's got like orange. I said, well, initially, really, essentially, he's a man, half orange, Satsuma kind of. Sometimes I as he ran out, I tried to put boiling water on him to see if his skin peeled away, but I missed him. It didn't work, but I'm sure people can peel that kind of character before. Yeah, like if they get into a fight, I'm gonna peel you, mate. I'm gonna peel you. And then what happens is their peel grows back. Yeah. But for a couple of days they've got no skin, and they're like, I look hideous. How can I get hoovers now? I don't know why he sounds like that, but his voice totally changed. But that's what happens when you lose your face.
If he gets like piercings, it'd just be like cloves, like wedges of cloves.
Yeah. It would just come out. It would just be like, and it also like he did once he did one of that guy. He did get his face. He got his head caught in the doors on the tube once, and it's just loads of juice came out. And all these people were like, what's the matter with you? You piss yourself? They're like, no, it's my face. I'm an orange. Yeah, of course you are, mate. You're drunk. Get out. They don't understand him.
No.
Anyway,
maybe he got he's just gone down the wrong path from people being mean. Like maybe
That's society now. Society don't understand tangerine. Society don't understand like the half man, half tangerine man.
No.
Just one. It's just him on his own. He hasn't got a family. He wants a family, but no one wants to, you know, sleep with him. So
It's tough,
got to
isn't it?
stop
because
maneuvers.
yeah,
What's he doing with the
and you
Hoovers?
know, he basically he melts them down, and that's how he makes his clocks and willies.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Recycling.
So I don't know how. So really, it's only to get food. Really, it's to get food out of it. He's homeless
Sandwich.
really initially. It's to get a sandwich, or a vegan sandwich in my case, and he takes a Hoover. He gets his supply. He gets the Hoovers to melt down for the clocks and the. Some say you wouldn't need any more because he doesn't actually sell the clocks on the penises. But
Yeah.
so why did he need to make more? But in the evenings, he does go to he goes to clubs and he does sell the penis.
yeah.
Maybe rotate the stock so it looks like he's selling them as well. So people aren't.
Yeah.
They'll be like, no, this
yeah.
is a different guy. He's got different ones.
Yeah. This one's got a mechanical one.
Yeah.
These are just right. They're just rubber. They're not like they're flimsy. This one it uses the motors from the Hoovers. So they're not just penises. They're actually Hoover penises. But
Right.
like for your car.
I mean, they could be quite handy to get in certain places, couldn't they? I guess.
That would be, if there's suction on them, that's just going to lead to some problems.
Oh, some real
Some
problems,
prolapses.
some proper. Oh, it's not worth thinking about, is it? Really?
So that was my
Friday.
Saturday.
That's Friday.
So the
it?
weekend, Mike. Was that?
So the Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, was that what? Was that
That
more?
was my Saturday, wasn't it?
No, it was
That was
Friday.
Saturday.
So what's your
Are
weekend?
you sure?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Friday.
Okay, all right, it's fine. I've lost
Unless he
count
came
of days.
back. Did he come back?
Yeah. He did come back, and I felt sorry for him. And we had a good night. We had a really good night. He brought his
I bet.
his
Clocks.
brought his products.
Yeah.
Just watch the clocks for a while.
It showed you how
The
he
clocks
made
came in handy. The clocks came in handy. I could only do another 10 minutes.
What sort of clocks are these? Are they the ones that?
They're
My
the
parents used to have one.
old-fashioned ones with the two bits, the two like
Okay.
the two the chime bits on the side, like ears. You know
Oh,
the
I
ones that
see.
used to
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
With the bells.
Yeah, my parents used to have one that had a dome over it. It was like a gold one,
Oh yeah.
and it had like a set
Oh, yeah,
of
we
spin
had that.
balls.
Yeah, my grandparents had that exact same clock.
Yeah.
All grandparents had that, I think.
I was about
Yeah,
to
so
mine
they
say,
did.
shared it
I was about-
between them,
I was-
didn't they?
yeah, I
They
was-
used to like all the
it
grandparents.
was a timeshare.
Yeah, the timeshare clock.
Right. Do you want to know about my Saturday?
I do, yes.
Yeah.
So on my Saturday, I went for a walk, and I felt like I was being followed, and I was like, "What's going on?" And I really, when you know you're being followed, and you don't want to look behind you. Anyway, I turned around, and there was a cat following me, and I thought, "He's following me. I'm going quite a long way, and he's following me. Where did he come from?" Anyway, I thought nothing of it. I kept going. I had some music on. I was listening to Milli Vanilli, "Girl, I'm Gonna
yeah.
Miss You." You know that song.
Yeah. Good tune.
Yeah, I like to listen to that on repeat. I don't know why. I just like it. It makes me feel good.
I like "Girl, You Know It's True." That's my favourite.
And that one as well. Yeah,
that's a great.
they
one.
didn't sing. It was all a ruse. They
Yeah.
didn't. That's the key word of this episode. Ruse.
Ruse.
It's like, anyway, I was listening to. Anyway, I turned around. I felt like I was still being followed. I turned around, and there was like a row of about 12 cats. I was like, what the hell was going on? Why are they all following me? Have I like stepped in something?
Yeah.
Anyway, I just carried on walking, listening to Milli Vanilli. Turn around again, and there was more. There was about 20 cats this time, and I was getting, this is creepy now. Why are they all following me? What do they want from me?
Yeah.
Anyway, I turned around and screamed at them. I was like, "What do you want?" And they just looked at me and was like, "Wow." I was like, "Well, that's not an answer, is it? I don't
No.
talk cat.
That's
Why
quite
are you
predictable,
following
isn't
me?
it?
What's the big deal? Have you been followed by a cat before?"
Yeah.
If thought I was, but it
Yeah.
turned out we were going to the same place.
Oh, it's a daily occurrance. Yeah. What of it? Why are you asking me? What's the big deal? Why I don't want to talk about it. Did something happen with a cat?
Well,
I don't want to talk about it.
I mean, there was one cat that sticks in my mind that he liked to rustle in some bushes near where we lived. And you just see the bushes.
That wasn't a cat.
No, it was.
That wasn't a cat.
Because
That
he'd
was-
jump,
that
he'd
was
jump
the-
out. He'd jump out and he was a cross-eyed cat.
Oh yeah, the cross-eyed cat. I was thinking of him.
Oh.
And he'd just come out and go, "Wah," and he'd this cross-eyed thing and fall over in front of you.
Yeah, it'd start rolling around like, oh, I fell.
He was quite an attention whore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he'd follow you.
Well, you would be if you were cross-eyed. You'd want a bit of attention, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would. And you'd get it. If you were a cross-eyed cat, you would get that attention.
Oh, he did.
I know.
Yeah.
How do you think he gets,
mum's used to breed Persian cats. And
Yeah, we've got a Persian cat.
yeah, beautiful cats. But there's one that was slightly too inbred, and
Oh.
his tongue was too long for its mouth. So it was constantly out, and he'd just have all this matted fur. Beautiful cat, but matted fur in the front. And this constant expression of a tongue hanging out of its mouth.
Blah.
Yeah, blah,
Blah.
blah.
Well, I think that's a trait. Our Persian cat, they dribble. That's a trait. Persian cats just dribble all the time. But he's only got one tooth left, but he's constantly got his tongue out, but it's only little. It's just a little bit, but we've realised he's noticed he's doing it a lot now. But yeah, but he's very old now, but
They are cute though.
they are cute. Yeah.
Yeah, we like
Flip.
them. But why
Have
were
you
they?
got-
Why were they following you?
so-
Anyway, these cats?
So anyway, after about an hour of them following me, it got to the point where there was getting more and more cats, and they were all joining in. Like it was some sort of like cat gang. Like, woo, yeah, I'm gonna join this. What's this row all about? Is it a free like? It was like an opening of a new technology shop, or like Boxing Day sales. It was like that. All these cats were like joining in. Like they thought it was a big event, and after about an hour, I realised I went past the shop window and I looked in the window and I realised that stupidly that day I chose to wear my giant kipper costume.
Oh.
It was annoying, and it's not just a costume. I to make it authentic, I rubbed kipper juice into every orifice of the costume.
It's not a
That's what
costume,
it
it's a
was.
lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. It's a life choice, and I forgot, and I put it on. I was half asleep, and I thought I put my like jogging bottoms on. I don't wear jogging bottoms, but in this case, I did. I thought I was. Who's in these jogging bottoms? I'm going to put them on.
I mean,
But
I hate them, but I must wear them.
but I didn't. I put on the kipper trousers and the kipper top, and I mean, I should have realised when I had this heavy costume on and I was like waddling down the road.
Yeah.
I should have said to myself, I don't normally waddle like this.
No.
What's going on?
No.
Yep.
I mean, smearing yourself in the kipper juice is probably a big giveaway. Did you think that was your cologne?
Wasn't myself. It was a costume.
Oh, the costume. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not gonna cover myself in kipper juice. That's like madness.
Yeah, that is madness.
That's like
that would be silly. That would be silly.
That's madness. But just wearing a kipper costume with kipper juice on it—that's not madness. That's just a midlife crisis.
Yeah. Is it a cook's
It's just
kipper?
a cry for help.
Is it a cook's kipper? Or is it
What the juice or the costume?
I mean, the costume. Is it like the look of a cooked kipper, or is it an actual?
Yeah. With and I've got the faces like the butter.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, and I just waddle along. Yeah. And I didn't think it through, and I in hindsight, I realised why I was being followed by all these cats. I was like the Kipper Piper. It was the Kipper Piper.
The Kuiper, the Pied Kuiper.
But the cats must have been pretty disappointed once they realised.
Well, yeah, but they still linked. What they did is they all pounced at me, and I was on the floor, like I couldn't get out. It was such a heavy costume.
No.
rolling around, and they were just licking the juice off my costume.
Oh,
I was like, help me, and then one of the cats went, no, you got yourself into this mess.
Yeah. Sometimes just
You
best
just
to
deal
let
with
them
it.
Just get on with
let
it.
them finish it.
Just deal with it. And one of them had a flick knife. He went, look, just let my cats. He was the leader of the cats. He went,
Yeah.
let my cats lick your costume, and it'll all be good.
Yeah, we'll be off.
And I was fine. I know. I don't want to be stabbed by a cat. You know.
Why
I've
would
already nearly been stabbed by a 7-year-old. I don't want to be stabbed by a cat again.
Yeah.
It sounds like a traumatic week.
Well, the wildlife around where Mike lives sound like they've got some proper balls on them. Like they got
Yeah.
attitude.
Issues.
Like the
We do
swans,
have
the
balls.
herons,
Yeah, we've got a field. We've got a field with balls.
Yeah. They're all right though. They don't get involved in any.
They're good as gold. They just watch Netflix and they just chill out.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll go past the balls and ask them, how are you doing? All right, Colin. And he's like, yeah. Oh, have you watched Ozark? It's amazing. I watched episode 1. I'm addicted to it. I'm like, yeah, that's good.
I mean, if they're anything like the bulls
Colin.
around our area, though, they like to spoil things. I've noticed that.
Yeah,
Have you watched this episode? Oh, it's great in episode 7 when this happens. You're like, oh,
yeah. I like to stop going past there now because they keep giving some vital bits of information away. Like, why are you telling me about this? I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what they did to me?
What's that?
They told me what that day's Wordle was before I'd done the Wordle, and so gave it away.
oh my God, that's the worst.
Yeah. I've done today's.
I've done today's as well.
I didn't even know that was a word.
I didn't know that was a word.
Tacit.
Tacit.
Tackit?
Tacit.
It's like that quiz show on There's
Yes.
that quiz show with
Yeah. What do you call it?
It's called something weird,
Presented
like
by
by that
Oh, yeah,
comedian guy.
yeah,
Khan.
who played
The guy who does that
Mr.
comedian Khan.
Yeah, Khan played Mr. Yeah. Oh God, what's it called?
It's called
something
it's called something stupid like Bumbo or something.
Yeah,
Bunter.
Toffo.
Bumbo.
Bunter. No.
That one, yeah.
Toffos. It's it's something like that.
Oh, I do like a good toffo.
Yeah.
You got everything you can want. Caramel, chocolate, hazelnut, and it's in a little bowl. You're like, oh yeah.
Oh, that's the toffee.
That's toffee.
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 Toffos are in the box.
Chewy jobbies.
No,
Chewy jobs.
no, they're puppets.
Puppets. Toffos, so they're like the.
They're in a packet,
They're in a packet.
like a toffee polo packet.
Yeah.
Long packet.
Oh yeah, toffee polos.
Yeah,
It was alcohol.
Tofflos.
That's
You remember when they used to sell? You remember back in the day when they used to sell like the middle bits of polos?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I was in primary school. No, I was in middle school or high school. High school I was in, and one of the kids at school used to like carry them in his pocket, and he used to try and sell them to people, saying that they were drugs.
Nice.
Like they're clearly the middle bits of polos. They're still in the box.
Wait, aren't they what came in that ring that's used in?
No, they're tiny. No, they're the tiny polos.
Yeah,
Oh,
tiny
okay.
polo. I remember those as well.
No, these were the actual bits that imagine the bit that goes in the polo. They were like that. They were just like little tiny bits.
Just
they
like
were ridiculous.
normal mints.
And do you remember the strips you put on your tongue?
Yeah.
Yes.
and they
yeah.
That
Extra
used to just congeal and not
Yeah.
work.
You just go,
Yeah. It was strangely
Yeah, they're
addictive.
horrible.
I don't know why. but-
I know. I used to eat about 5 packs and then go completely shit myself.
Did you ever put an entire pack on your tongue all at once? I did that.
Oh no, that's
Everyone.
madness.
I did that. It
Where
hurt.
was we anyway? I can't even remember now.
We were just finishing off. We were
just
just
finishing
finishing
Saturday.
off. And I don't know if you wanted to include Sunday in on that, if that was the same.
Sunday, if we got time,
If we've got,
to do
we've got
Sunday.
all the time in the world, Mike.
On Sunday, I went to buy a new blender because my blender's on the blink, so I went to buy a new blender. I was looking around the shop, looked around. Anyway, the guy came to help, and I was asking what features and like I was saying, can you explain what is this any good basically? silly. And he started talking, and I noticed that his flies were undone, and I was like, that moment where you're like, do I tell him or do I just leave it?
Yeah.
If I was him, I'd want to know, but it's that whole thing. Shall I tell him? If I tell him, he's going to think I was looking at his crotch.
Yeah.
If I don't tell him, then he might find out and go, well, why didn't that person tell me?
He was obviously
what do you do in that situation? What do you do? What do you do in that situation?
Yeah. I mean, it depends, doesn't it? I mean, because as you say, he might have thought that he was looking at your crotch, but he might be doing it intentionally to get you to look at his crotch.
There might have been a little person hanging out trying to get you to...
or a special
another colleague.
At one point, I did think there was another person in there, like his manager, just hiding in there.
I'll just get my manager.
He's already out. Can I speak to your manager, please? Yeah, hang on. Oh, he's out already.
Hello?
See, in the future, that might be the way of the future, you know?
Can you imagine if that was a complaint, though? It's just like, I'd like to speak to your manager, please, and you just get your knob out.
There's a little person.
Well, apparently, his manager was a complete dick, though, apparently.
Yeah. Did he tell him in the end?
So I was like, what do I do? Do I tell him? So I was like going through all these scenarios in my head. If I tell him, he might think I'm a weirdo. If I don't tell him, but in the end, he was telling me about the functions of the thing. He was like, well, if you want to blend it like this, you can do this. You can also pulse it. And I just went, your flies are undone. Really lovely, and the whole shop heard me, and so it just made the whole thing embarrassing. He got embarrassed, so I told him nicely, like, your flies are undone, mate. Yeah, it would have been alright, but I made it worse because I just went, your flies are undone. Like I was a nutcase. He's a nutcase. He should check himself before he wrecks himself.
Yes, that's always the rule, isn't it?
Before he goes onto the floor. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should go and, you should check yourself before you go onto the floor to work,
Yeah,
but
that was,
I don't know. That was it. Was one of those things. I got people. I made it worse. People then looking at him going, his flies are undone.
Yeah.
And I didn't buy the blender. I just left, and I was upset with myself, and I cried into my soup, and I had to think about what I did and how I could make it up to him. So what I did is I bought him some new trousers that have got no flies on them, and now he wears them and he's happy. He's happy as Larry.
I don't know how
and he
I
loved
feel
it.
about
He was
that.
like,
if I'm honest, if someone like did that when your flies are undone, and then I got really all kind of self-conscious, and then they came back the next day with some trousers for me without flying them, I'd be like,
I think you'd take them.
I'd take them, but I'd be a bit kind of, all right. Are you that offended by it? I'm sorry.
I was helping him out,
Yeah.
And it was really an apology. It was an apology. It was like, I just thought I could buy him some new trousers, but what's the point? That's a bit weird, like a man buying you trousers. Whereas if I bought him trousers with no fly, then at least that won't happen again.
It's almost like that thing, that old perfume ad, when a man buys you flowers out of nowhere. It's like when a man buys you trousers.
When a man buys you trousers.
That's the ad, I think, at the end of the show. Wonderful.
All right.
Well, they were nice and silky. They were silk trousers. Well, they were lovely.
Trousers.
I nearly kept them, but I thought no. The point was I was going to give it to him. Give him the trousers. No.
You've kept the top.
That was my week. I hope you enjoyed it.
Did you if you were to rate your week out of whatever, what would you rate it?
Can I rate it in a sound?
Yeah, sure. Please do.
All right. My week has basically been meow. That's my week.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
No.
I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
If we need numbers.
Yeah,
numbers or sound.
Sounds works.
Sounds works for me. Sounds is great. And to be honest, that sound is
That's how I'd summon up that week, I think.
Pretty
that
much.
was my week.
Yeah, pretty much. Mike, is there anything that you would like to promote or to brag about or to get off your chest and confess to?
I've got a new business. I'm selling clocks. No, but it's me, Orange Man. I
Those
killed
aren't
Mike.
clocks.
No, I didn't. No, not really. No. I'm doing a bit of writing at the moment.
Nice.
That's about it. Nothing kind of solid. Just kind of writing some ideas down. But yeah. No, I wish I had more exciting news. Yeah, to plug, you know.
Yeah, well,
I am bringing my own range of quiches out though.
Yeah.
Ah.
Quiche Barbaras.
Oh, Barbara.
Quiche Barbaras. Yes.
I'm jumping on that. Yeah.
Good. Don't jump on.
Yeah, but that's about it. Oh no! Well,
is there any fans who want a personal message on Cameo? I noticed you on there.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yes, of course. Yeah, if any fans want a personal message, go to CelebVM / Mike Fielding, and yeah, I can do a personal message, not a personal massage, a personal message. That's extra. No, personal message, a shout out, a birthday greeting, a big event, or if you want me to turn my back on someone, I can, or Naboo. That is.
Do you get my? People ask for that. Yeah, cool for that.
Yeah. Got people are turning their back.
Can you imagine if someone got you Cameo of Naboo turning their back on you? How harsh.
That would be.
I'm also on Cameo, so that's CelebVM, and also Cameo. If you go to Cameo. Cameo.com and then type in Michael Fielding, and then you can get my details from there, and then we'll request a video.
To be honest with you, I mean, just have a look at his Cameo as well, even if you don't want a message, because they are very entertaining.
Oh,
I
like,
love myself.
You can see the examples.
You can see the examples. They're very funny. I from a personal point of view, I enjoyed watching them the other day. They were very good. But yeah,
I did get one request. Yeah. Someone requested for me to wipe somebody out, and I said I'm not that kind of person. I can't. I'm not an eraser. What do you think I am? And they got the wrong person, and they thought I was a hitman, and I couldn't do it.
They just wanted a cheap hit, like.
They thought you were Pete's Ultimate.
They just wanted a cheap hit, and I was like,
no. You need to up the price.
Not that, just nice messages. Yeah, nice messages, and and you always get extras. Nothing weird, but just nice extras.
You get your money's worth.
You know, wait and see. Order one, and see what you get.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. Well, my thanks to Mike Fielding for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on, and a lovely chat. Emi, anything to add?
I have very little to add. I need a nap. I really need a nap.
It's been a pleasure. It's been so much fun. It's been like the highlight of my Sunday, and I've enjoyed it a lot. And yeah, thank you very much.
You're a beautiful man.
And now I shall lie in a giant bowl of Rice Krispies and wait for the milk. No, Cocoa Pops. And wait for the milk to go chocolatey. That's what I have to do on Sunday evenings. When the milk goes chocolatey, then I'm done and I can go to bed. But if it doesn't, then I have to wait.
It's a bad omen.
Did you ever try the white Cocoa Pops, the white chocolate ones?
Yeah, that must have been hell. They were a bit disappointing.
That must have been hell.
Yeah, but
when it's changed.
Yeah, because the milk didn't turn. The milk was like, has it turned? Has it not? I'm confused. The milk not got chocolatey. I don't understand.
Well, anyway,
I stayed up all night.
My thanks to Mike Fielding. Thanks to Emi Webber. I've been Alex Sievewright, and that was the week that was. Was it? Goodbye.
When a man you've never met before suddenly gives you trousers, that's low fly. The unfortunate situation when you unwittingly show your lower regions. Low Fly by Enigmatic. For men that have a management team in their underpants.